Doing a little shaman. Lana's getting excited. Whoa, no. Orboros, right? Yeah, we'll take Orboros, sure. I like Salesman a lot. We could take Cultist. Artist. Caricature Artist. I'd rather have the one, though. I love Melt Metal. Is, Orboros? Orboros? Redstone? Is that a demon? Oh, it's a beast. Okay, maybe not. The beast? Ah, okay. I take this demon? I don't think so. I think I'll take Disposal Bot. There are things like Crane Game, which, you know, take Immortal Eradication here. These don't seem very good. I mean, this is fine. I like Mortal Eradication. I think I'd rather have a Hex than a Frog Hopper. Maybe I do want these, though. Just realized I need to take damage. I mean, I don't really care that much about Musician anyway. If I had waste cards, that would be good. I don't. But I could get them. These are all putrid. Oof. It's a rough one. Kind of like this card. I don't know. Yeah, let's take it. The demon's okay. The jam session's okay. Gain stats equal to the damage your hero has taken this turn. Let's take a Mermy. Clutter's okay, but I think if we get some actual good ways to hurt ourselves, we'd rather have the healing. I'm gonna take Dehydrate. Without a ping, I don't like the Crane as much. Weapon would be good? Yeah, weapon would be good. Hellfire does hurt us. Sand Art helps you hurt yourself? Yeah. Razzle Dazzle. Okay, we have maybe our first good card for the deck. These are both great. I need the two so bad. I have shadow spells already. I'm gonna take the drink. Doesn't help me. 2 win cons. I'm not sure if this card even is a win con. I think this card's just kind of a con because it sucks. Let's take another Hex. I don't want that headliner. There's a sludge card at least. There's some, man, I got a lot of healing for my deck that wants to hurt itself. This card does work. This is pretty good too. Let's take that. I guess I need to do that. I'm gonna take another Murloc Pirate. 29 Shitters and Dazzler. This is a rough one. I know I've been saying that a lot, but this one's probably even worse than the Druid deck from before. I do have 1, 2, got like 3.5 good cards probably right now. And some of our good cards are only good if your deck is good. Like Melt Metal's not very good at prolonging a game where your card quality is very low. Domino Effect. I mean, these are good. Let's take Thorin Gear. Am I supposed to take this beast? I've got some ones. Man, this is rough. When are we doing the next chat draft? That was fun. Even though it was horrible. Maybe during the next subathon? Maybe that'll be one of the rewards. 8,000 subs, we can do a chat draft. Humbly request to retire. Well, if we start out 0-2, I won't play a third game. I don't think. I think this deck is far more likely to go 0 wins than 4. But we'll see. I miss the Red Bears, who would retire this in a heartbeat. I was never much one to retire many, not like some other streamers. But sometimes, you know, for the sake of sanity, a retire can be preferable over playing out a deck like this. But like Fixie said, there's some cards we almost never have. I don't think I've ever actually drafted this card. I've almost never had Razzle Dazzler. Not that it's a particularly fun card, but it might win us a game or two. Chat drafts aren't much weaker than this deck. I have complete total faith that Twitch chat could draft a better deck than this. I mean, if you play out 10 drafts, we've probably got the bottom 10 draft 2 or 3 times already today. I just by default you'll be offered better choices and you wouldn't be wouldn't be able to make as bad a deck because your choices wouldn't be as bad. But let's postpone gambling on this one because there's a very, very high likelihood we don't even bother finishing it. So we sit back, relax, enjoy the hearth. What do we got here? Could use that to kill that. I think I'll just put my faith in the giant freezy boy. And, you know, see what we got going on for the rest of the night here. Enjoy the earth? The earth or the earth? I do enjoy the earth. Hey, you know what I want to talk about, which isn't really all that relevant? No spoilers for House of the Dragon Season 2 finale. I didn't realize that was the finale. I went to go watch. I was like, oh, I must have missed one. Like, I was like, oh, maybe it came out. And it's over. I was like, oh, man. That is kind of a bummer. I don't really like how the season ended. I didn't know that it was ending. Because, like, the last couple weeks, I'm like, oh, okay, they'll probably do 10. I was like, oh, so I think I, like, started looking at, like, 6 or 7. I was like, oh, okay, like 3 or 4 more. Okay, cool. They cut the budget for the season. I think there was like a strike or something, right? You like season 1 more? I think I did too. I was thinking about it. I think like they're both like a 6 out of 10, or maybe like if you really like Game of Thrones, and I do, maybe like a 7. Like they're entertaining, but they're not super good. It's just fine. Guy's not liking his frog costing 2 more. No, I doubt he likes that. I think this card's underrated, personally. I was pretty high on it at the start, and then played with it a few times, and had it played against me once or twice. And it's just like, oh, this thing can just... Every card in your hand costs 2 more. Your coin, your thing, the 2 things, like half of his hand, he can't play. Your drink costs 4? Yeah, exactly. Budget and strike. Dumbledore was dead all along. What's up, Frank? Okay, so I'm gonna start a new show, I think. What do you guys think about us kind of flipping around? What do you guys think about Barry? Should I watch Barry? Is Barry good? Kinda like, I don't know, I like Bill Hader, kinda, I think. People are using Enforcer in a hand buff pally. How much card generation there is? The card is very strong. Got a lot of good things. Berry is great. You should beat the berry bush and beat it hard. What's a berry bush? What is hard? I guess I want to tap because I need to get Oberos down or whatever at some point. Should I just play the 4/3? I don't want to overload now that I have the Thorn gear. Really watching the Reacher show with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's decent. What show? That doesn't help me. I want to watch The Life Aquatic again also. I listened to the Rewatchables podcast with they did for Grand Budapest Hotel. Grand Hotel Budapest, what's it called? I could never remember. And I was excited because I love that movie, but the podcast was just not very good. I don't know. It was really boring. They're like, I don't know. I like Sean Fennessy and I like Chris Ryan. Andy Greenwald I don't like as much. He's okay. But the Rewatchables are better when Bill's there. I don't know. It's just a better podcaster. And I know he doesn't like Wes Anderson, so... Unsurprising he doesn't want to, He didn't want to sit in on that. Well, I hate this. Wow, I've cast 0 things? Ow. Let's play this. What else am I doing here? I just don't want to play this and have him reverberated and then... Yeah. Presumed innocent. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, some people in chat were talking about that. Is that on Apple? I don't have Apple. Or if, like, I have Apple, I have to, like, work harder. Okay, is Barry done? Or are they still making new episodes of Barry? That's my first question. Is it finished, or is there more coming out? I have further follow-ups. Bear with me on the Barry discussion. It's finished years ago. Okay, how many seasons and how many episodes? If you're like, hey, there's like 10 seasons and there's 20 episodes per season, which I doubt. I don't know if I want to start that. Maybe I do. You know what I gotta watch too is Demon Slayer. I'm 2 seasons behind, I think. 4 and 8 per. Okay, so 32. Okay, so no spoilers. General consensus, they're all good. Certain seasons are better than others. Apple TV, I think Apple TV has a lot of great stuff at this point. It's well worth it. Get some amalgams or something here. Is that right? Oh, I want to hex this, and then he can have nothing. And then I guess I want to play this. I might as well play that. Last season was a different tone, but I greatly enjoyed all of it. They're all good and different, but good. Okay. Maybe I do Barry. Okay. Put it in the maybe pile. We'd watch it. Thanks for the recommendation. Wait, what the hell? You can't watch it before me? No, that's fine. Unless you're talking about Presumed Innocent. You can watch that. I'll allow it. Barry is fabulous. Fabulous. Am I tapping? 3, 6, 3. I could do it like that. But why would I? Alright, I mean, I'm still at 1 nature. What spells do I have? I have a fire in my hand. I have shadow. I guess technically I have fell spells, but I'll probably never cast them. I have shadow. No frost. Is that a show called Evil? Strong first episode. Is it what kind of show is it? It's like a zombie show or something? That's annoying. I guess I should have done this first, right? I could have gained more. I could have. But if I could have hit here 5 times, I could have hit the 3-2. I would have gained the same amount. And even if it hits this 2 small ones, it puts this down to 6-3, right? Okay, I'm gonna look up what years Barry ran. What years did Barry air? 2018, 19, 22, and 23. Oh, okay, so it just ended actually not too long ago. Unless I'm mistaken. Hey, Mr. Red, how's it going? Pretty good, pretty good. It's all up to the Dazzler. Got a holy spell. That was longer ago than that, my bad. You lied to me. I'd make me think I'm watching an old show. I guess it is an old show, though. Okay. Holy spell on my face. Razzle Dazzler. Here, and then let's put some Divine Shields on this, and I guess put some Divine Shields on that. Where did I get a holy spell? That was from the 2-2? Yeah, that seems good. Oh. Infinitize. Playing Hearth with your friends in your underwear makes you just happy. Me? Just a happy guy. Playing Hearth with my friends in my underwear. He's astonished. So he must be destroying my entire board with his astonishment. Or he's astonished about the fact that I, Autocast means he loses it. Oh, is that why he's upset? But it gave him a random aftershocks. Okay, I wanted to talk about a little less Hearth, so I talked about TV. What else can we talk about? What else is there to talk about? Is anyone here going to TwitchCon next month by any chance? No. Okay. Well, there you have it. Twitch who? TwitchCon. Me? Are you really? They're allowing you back? Party Planner Ouroboros. Ouroboros.
This party is to die for.
Okay, hold on. What does this card do? You have a minion in your hand, summon Ouroboros. Wow, that's kind of cool here. Tap. What if the bug lands on the bouncer? That'd be cool. I am? I was at Vegas too, were you? Frog it. I'm trying to frog it. My whole deck is like frogs. You notice that? Why is there no music? Let's click this one. I haven't seen that one in a while. Tapping with Divine Shield doesn't take damage or break the shield? Huh. That's a good question. Draw a card and take 2 damage. I thought it was going to remove the Divine Shield. Maybe that's a visual bug and we don't have Divine Shield? Might be a visual bug, yeah. You had the legendary that redirected the damage to them. Oh, good call. Damage your hero takes is redirected to a random enemy. That's crazy. I didn't even think about it. Did I hit his face? Oh, but I couldn't have traded first and then done it. That's crazy. Are they gonna have pools all over TwitchCon where all the pool girls are gonna hang out? I don't think so. I haven't bought a ticket to TwitchCon. I just have a flight to San Diego and a hotel adjacent to TwitchCon. Close to La Puerta. That's what I have. It's the decision that I made. We've got 8, 16, 22. I need a little bit of damage. I didn't get any damage. So
Aren't we having fun?
I think I probably should have double checked. Would I push 8 into those? I mean, I can guarantee the buff lands on that. Let's give him Divine Shield. Why do I keep getting the same one? I kind of don't want to give the taunts Divine Shield. In case he has a buy one, get one freeze or a reverberate or anything like that. Miss Lethal. Domino to push the extra 8, but he's at 12. Right? Miss Lethal? No. I don't think it matters if he's at 12 or 4. I'd rather have the domino effect in case he plays Razzle Dazzle or another Pack the House and he rolls 4 taunts. You scum.
Yeah,
Yeah and no. Shouldn't this be a nature spell? Throwing it out there. It's a frog. Frog's part of nature. In the desert, part of nature. Licking up water. I don't know if there is a more nature-oriented card in the game than that. You know, I I don't really want to tap, but I got a lot of life gain and I got an Oberos in my deck. Man, Oberos just feels like such a crappy legendary. Why doesn't it do something better? They released a lot of cards in this expansion that just feel like they would have been cool cards 4 years ago. Like, I have to work pretty hard to make this shit card work. And it's like a million times worse than Razzle Dazzle. Like the stats you get and the effect you get. I have to take 8 damage. Just imagine the battle cry was deal 8 damage to your face to get it or whatever. This card would be better if that's what it was. And it's putrid as it is. Why?
Such choice.
What about Rock, the 1-mana spell? It should also be nature. Sure. I agree. Imagine putting logic into Hearthstone. Yeah, that's a good point. As usual, Kupali comes in making a great point. Let's just do this. It's awkward. But I'd rather get the extra minion than the extra stat. And since I'm just getting blasted, and I'm blasting myself, I'm gonna just get the lifesteal at some point. Play the 1/1, could coin out the dehydrate. Safety expert is coming down. Testing dummy, is that what it's called? Testing dummy's coming down next turn. Minor details, I'll hex the testing dummy. Kalimura, Redbeard. Oh, hey, how are you? Lightning bolt deals 3 damage. It's the same as the rock. The lightning bolt is lightning bolt and a rock are similar. They're from the same phylum. I want to coin a tap. Or do I want to overload? I think I want to coin a tap, right? Gonna hit him with the top deck hex. If that's better or worse. Okay, so his next turn, the turn we start gaining life. Looks like yes. Do I want to draw 2 cards? Or do I want to draw 1 card? Alright, Oberos can't get hexed, can't get reverberated, can't get 1, bought 1, froze 1, stole 1, or whatever the hell that card's called. Kinda nice. Worse I feel, because from your hand, it will make him think that you had used your removal, making him more easy to play his trump card minion. Pardon me? Do I want to hex that? Go 3, 3, 3, 3, gain a million. I only have 1 minion in my fucking hand. I overload this turn, then next turn is awkward too. But I got a shadow spell in the pool. Fire, nature, shadow. Fire, nature, shadow. So what else can my deck do? The drinks have to give me something. Fell, right? Fell, holy, ice, frost. Arcane? Is there an arcane? Is there an arcane drink? Cup of muscle, I believe, is nothing, right? Wait, is he leaving it up? Damn you. Alright, I want to draw Drink Server this turn. It's kind of weird. Okay, hold on. Well, if I can just choose what I draw, then I want to draw Razzle Dazzle next turn. And if this is how it works, then I want a 1 mana Holy Drink spell, too. I need to get another minion. 3/6. Redbeard is a prophet, confirmed. I'm Redbeard. I'm the prophet. Alright, we'll kill those shitters. I burned Razzle Dazzle, which probably loses us the game. It's on the bottom of our deck. It's funny, because if it's not on the bottom of our deck... If it's not on the bottom of our deck, then burning the bottom of... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. But burning cards that aren't Razzle Dazzle just increase our odds of getting to our Razzle Dazzle, right? I have to Hex his... But I can't kill him fast enough here. Didn't burn the Plagues, I noticed that. How's the gaming? We haven't had very strong decks today. I'm playing for 3.5 hours. I think we'll do probably a shorter stream today. We've had decent runs. We took a terrible deck to... We took an average deck to 7. We took a terrible deck to 5. I think, considering what we've been offered, we've done pretty well, but... Hearthstone's more fun when your decks are competitive, and... Last 3 have all been pretty comfortably below average, I would say. Still got them Plagues in the deck, which is nice. I suppose in the very, very small chance that he can't kill the Drake this turn, and we get to push 12 with it, there's a small chance from that point we might be able to win. But I don't foresee that being very likely.
Here, have a balloon.
Don't hate that. A little confused right now. Let's see. Killing the 6/6 is certainly better.
Drink with me, friend.
Not sure why he wants to summon me an 8/8. Do you have, oh, the 2 damage AoE maybe? Excavate? Would make this make some sense, I think. No. Made no sense. Still probably not good enough for us to get there, but... I'm gonna burn 3. I'm gonna draw 1. So I probably burn the Plague, but like there's nothing in my deck that even helps me from this point. So let's go 2/2. What else can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 3, 3. Okay, Firefly it is. I hope he uses this, or sets up all of his minions to actually die to a domino effect, potentially.
Here, have a balloon.
That one was not corrupted. It also costs 3 mana, so he can't cast something more than it and cast it this turn, which he may not have realized. He also can't use his coins. It costs 2 mana right now. So he should have seen that. He could see that there was a detrimental effect there. Look at Redbeard, man. He's so inspirational. The decks are getting some wins even though they aren't busted. Yeah, that's true. He has a 3 mana 1/1. 2 mana gain 1 mana crystal. I think he fucked up that turn pretty bad. I don't know if it'll be enough. I mean, everything we do has to go face. We have 3, 6. We have 6? Is that right? And that destroys my guy. Gives me an 8/8. Definitely want to hold that in case the game lasts somehow 3 or 4 turns and I get an extra Oberos. It can get me two re-triggers of it. I guess I play the taunt. I do want to kill his guy though, right? Does it dehydrate or is it this thing? I guess it's dehydrate and a magma. I don't want him to know I have the magma, but I want to protect this. Do I ever play the other drink here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess not. He could play like an Annoyotron or something, like a Annoyo module. He could play some Annoyo shitter that I might want to ping the Divine Shield off of. It's like I don't have enough to do to care about spending the mana this turn, I don't think. Forgot to tap. Fair point. Make my deck stronger. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good example of a superior deck from our opponent getting kind of outplayed. And you know, that was one of the joys of Hearthstone Arena that was a lot more prevalent in the past. Kind of like taking your bad decks and kind of like doing better with them or whatever. Redbeard never has no cap. Hundreds of runs, hundreds of thousands of games. It was like 10 to 20%. Your win rate would dip, like depending on the meta, the sets, the rotation, somewhere between 10 and 20%. If it's like 5 to 15% right now, that wouldn't really surprise me. And when you go second, you know, 5 out of 6 games in a 3-3 run, it feels really bad. And you could look at that and probably cite it like, oh, like, yeah. I'm sure that's a factor why some of those runs don't do well. But it you know, maybe it's 25% lower win rate. That would surprise me. It used to be 55, now it's 53. I mean, I don't think that's really how it works. I mean, for every player across every run in standard, maybe, but like my individual win rate was 10 to 20% higher going first over a large sample size. But my win rate wasn't 55 or 53. It was the difference between 65 and 80 or whatever. Missed some BM by not playing the Firefly to have another Oberos. I'm not at one to BM. I know you guys get a lot of BM on other channels. It's a good draw here, actually. Didn't burn a Razzle Dazzle. Again, if it's on the bottom of the deck, it means we're never going to find it in this game. But if I don't burn Razzle Dazzle, I guess I'm tapping. Oh my god, why didn't I tap first? Okay, I'll play this one. Honestly, it's probably fine, because our deck has a bunch of healing anyway. Damn! Shouldn't have said Razzle Dazzle, or Oberos, or healing. Didn't want to burn the Mermy. Didn't want to burn the Baritone Imp. Wanted to burn my 3 best cards. Maybe I kill him before we get to that stage of the game. It should be rock, paper, scissors to determine who goes first. Please, God, no. I'd always go first, and people would probably burn me at the stake for being a witch, because I'm a master Rochambeau player. Burn all of your best cards. Well, when your deck only has 6 good cards, that's even more detrimental than it might otherwise normally be. Could double trade these to see if I can get drinks to play. I don't want to overload here is my problem, but
the premiere act.
Well, I can overload and push damage and maybe win. Or I can, those aren't bad burns, honestly. There's no point in, there's no stage in this game where we can cast Baking Soda Volcano and win. But anyway, I can make a real play this turn, or I can hope. I can skip turn 6 and hope that turn 7, pans out. That seems not great. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Let's trade 1 in. Let's trade 2 in. I want to make a statement real fast. Do you guys remember anybody here? Lyros, Fixie? Who else is here? Do you guys remember this card was originally a 7/7? This card was a 4-mana 7/7. And Sludge on Wheels at one point was a 2/5, a 3-mana 2/5. Sludge on Wheels. Or why was it overstated? Why is it still overstated? Clown of a card, clown on the cob, what is this deal? 3, 6. 4-mana 7/7, deal 12 in standard, yeah. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, pretty good. Get this humongous upside. Let's make it bigger than every other 4/4. Oh, so it overloads you too? Oh, so it can't attack? No, this one casts free firewalls every turn. Oh, okay. That'll be good. We certainly won't have to nerf that. Crazy to me. Just crazy.
Muzzle their magic.
Okay.
And now, the premiere act.
Sure.
Processing.
You also to play this if our next draw was that egregious 4-drop. I mean, these days, a 4-mana 5/7 that just burns the bottom of your deck is actually kind of fair. But when you have sludges on your deck, it's not. This song, which I actually kind of like. Ooh, can I get a Hex? I'm doing this so he won't attack. It's like, oh, well, if I'm touching them, then it's like, maybe, wait, why does he want me to do this so bad? But then I top deck a Hex, and then it's great. Damn. It sounds, god damn it. It almost worked perfectly. I'll Hex it. It's -1 card for him. It's minus a 5/2, and I get to keep the 3/3. Maybe I shouldn't have touched them at all. This sounds like it would be in a Super Nintendo game, The Avengers. It sounds like a song from the Super Nintendo game, The Avengers. Anybody ever play that one? It was pretty cool. Nature Shadow? I can get 3 5/5s next turn. Oh, this is just awkward here. Hit one and probably kill one. I don't really mind overloading. Alright, I'm just gonna tap. I need more stuff to do. If it's not this turn, it can be next turn, maybe. Bell Reaper had higher stats. In the modern game, you will key without deck in a turn. I'm not sure exactly what's being said. I'm not sure the point that's being made. But yes, Fel Reaver had a similar effect. And was a premium arena card back in the day. And then as time went on, became an abysmal arena card. Are any of these demons? No. Comparison with Waste Remover. Are you saying it's good or bad or... I'm not sure.
Work out those knots.
Fel Reaver did have higher stats. It also costs more mana. I'm not sure exactly what's... being propositioned here. I'm not against it, I'm just a bit confused by it. I'm gonna push this damage. I'm gonna get the 4-3. I have like 2 demons or 0. I'm not even sure if I have any demons. I'd rather have a 4-3 than a 2-2. Is this song loud? Let me look. I can look actually. Not that loud. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2. Do I ever just Lightning Storm instead, actually? It's close, but I actually don't get to this guy. How much of a problem is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. It's still awkward. 2, 3. No, it would have to be over here. I think it's Lightning Storm. Waste Remover so much better. Well, yeah, the card came out 8 years later. I hope it would be better. Storm's better? I think Storm's better this turn, but it's actually not that good. Because this goes to 5. I would have to double trade these to trade there. Storm... I mean, we could Storm and do this. I could tap here. I think I do this. I guess I have to double trade because otherwise he just kills the 6/6 with his 1/1. And I guess I hold that. I hate that I'm losing my entire board and not pushing any damage. Hex? I don't think Hex is worth it. If he was at 10 and I was pushing him down to like 4 by getting the chance to push like 6 damage, then I think there would be more of an argument. This is our last Hex. We don't have a lot of cards, and our deck sucks, remember. Keep that in mind. Make sure you're factoring in the sucky nature of our deck. Nature Shadow. Nature Shadow. I have 1 fire spell, don't I? What's my fire? Oh, Hellfire. Holy shnikes. Might just have to rip this here. Or I can go drink. I'd have to tap. I mean, that's too many 5/5s. There's a realistic possibility I get a, Is there a Shadow? There's a Fel, a Fire, a Frost. We probably do pick up another class more often than not. There's a couple that aren't spell schools or whatever. I can't pass this. Firelance gives him nothing.
One person's treasure is my treasure.
God, when you don't have like a Flame Strike for this card, is so stupid. Razzle Dazzle is a legendary on its own. I mean, it's way, way better than our legendary. It's way, way better than this legendary that just spat out. Razzle Dazzle is like the 2nd best card in Shaman, probably, behind Doc Holiday. And it's probably closer to Doc Holiday than the 3rd best card. Okay, that's not true. Grofin. I always forget about Grofin because I never draft it. 2, 3, 4. Guess I'm always tapping. Actually, I probably should have just played in the 1, 2.
All I
Razzle's easily worth playing on 6 even with one spell type cast. Okay, hear me out. Razzle Dazzler is easily worth casting on turn 6 with 0 spell schools cast. Because he always summons another 5, right? So a 6 mana 4/4 and a 5/5, like that's better than most 6 drops, isn't it? I mean, because if that's all it did, you would be happy to cast that. You wouldn't be happy to cast that because it can do more, but it always summons a copy, right? I never quite understand. I just see numbers and I have a giant board every time I cast it. Well, more realistically, my opponent has a giant board every time they cast it. 2, 3, 4. We're always tapping. Shoot there, shoot there. Trade with that stuff. It's always like 8/8. It's a 6 mana 8/8, or like a 6 mana 9/9, or a 6 mana 30/30. If you put in a minimal amount of work. I mean, they gotta ban that card. If I was more pessimistic about Hearthstone, I would look at a card like Razzle Dazzle and think like the end of Hearthstone was nigh. Because that is, as I often say, horrible card design. Just like the laziest of the lazy. Let's just make it cast the Scourge for 6 mana. We already did that for 9. We did it for 6 already. We did it for 7 with Pack the House. Let's just do it again. Let's do it again. Oh, well, nobody's playing it. Alright, we'll make it cost 6 now. We couldn't even get our broken card right. Like, Standard is so broken that Razzle Dazzle can't be played at 7. Alright, we'll just make it 6. Like, it's so bad. Scourge usually rolls lower than the average Razzle. Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%. Pack the House wasn't great. Tiny Toys was so bad. Why even bother? Now, again, these are all, you know, these are all indicative of the Standard experience. But man, they speak to a greater misunderstanding, a lack of understanding of like what makes a good game. They're struggling, no doubt about that. They're struggling. They need help. They ain't gonna get it for free from me. Actually, they kind of are. They could just watch the stream. Big Mermy's coming next turn. Making a wide board of medium power monsters has 0 effect on winning a game in Standard. I mean, that's not true. This card has seen a lot of play in Standard since they buffed it to 6. But I would make a counter argument that making a giant board of mid-sized monsters on turn 6 with minimal amount of effort and minimal amount of work doesn't yield to the greatest play experience. The last expansion seemed creatively bankrupt. What about morally bankrupt? Or are you just talking Blizzard as a whole? Blizzard, the company as a whole. They had no new ideas. I mean, there's new ideas all the time. I think a lot of the mechanics have actually been pretty interesting, pretty cool. I think there are a lot of cool cards, but making a fun and functional game requires more than that. Company as an asshole. Why do people love the game? Because it's just simplistic enough. It's just complex enough to make people feel like they're exerting like a large amount of brain power, while being simplistic enough that a large amount of people can play it, while being visually appealing enough to be able to be consumable via like YouTube and Twitch, and you're playing it alone, regardless of any peripheral social media consumption. You just see nice colors, nice looking game, simplistic UI. That's why, I think. And that's why it was, one of the biggest games on Twitch ever. Back in its heyday, it was one of the biggest games in the world for those reasons too. I know I love the community. I mean, the community rules, but you're gonna find good communities all over Twitch, I think. Now, maybe the Hearthstone Arena community, it's a cooler community. Maybe it's a bigger community as opposed to like Army Men 64 for the Nintendo 64 or whatever. I don't know. But like, there's always cool people, especially if the streamer's kind of cool and inclusive. And I'm not saying I'm that. I probably got to do better about that. But like, the stream can kind of help cultivate that. I do think the Arena community has always been by far the most engaged aspect of the Hearthstone community on Twitch, at least. I've watched a lot of BGs, I've watched a lot of Standard, I've watched a lot of Arena before I started streaming. Streamed a lot of Arena. The Arena community always feels like it's the redheaded stepchild of the game. And those people are usually interesting because they're usually miserable and funny. 3-3 instead of a 2-2 maybe. Correct. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sure. Magic's hard to jump into if you haven't played in a while. I mean, so is Hearthstone. Hearthstone's tough too. It's a very nostalgic IP for a lot of people that played Warcraft. Yeah, that's part of it too, for sure. Warcraft and oh my god, he threw it all in. Well, I guess I won't Hex. Wait, that actually kind of sucks for me. I guess I tap now again. Alright, I'm just gonna kill one. Actually makes it so his board can't kill off either of mine. I like you rating smaller streamers and showing love. I think you're very inclusive and supportive, Mr. Red. Who do I rate? I always rate the Big Shot Dose of Coffee. But no, I like to mix it. I like to meet new people, especially, through Twitch, via raids and whatnot. Like I said, there's a lot of cool communities out there. They're not all Hearthstone. Damn, you actually could fairly easily get this out on turn 6. And this card on turn 6 does seem like it would be a legendary, right? Ah, God. Do I want the drink or do I want a 4-5? Man, it's funny because the drinks can be so good for us with Razzle Dazzle if you get, well, not that. If you get the Holy, the Frost, or the Fell, then Razzle Dazzle it's just worth an entire 5-drop later. Whatever raids Greg or Save, obviously some beef going on there. I have raided Greg, actually. And I have raided Save. Thank you very much. And I would love to raid those guys more. Those guys have definitely raided me a lot more than I've raided them. But that's just sort of the nature of the beast. That's, time slots and schedules and stuff. Dreads has raided me a lot more than I've raided him. PJ raids me every goddamn day, which is awesome. I don't get to... Well, PJ, he'll jump on to do the bounties. I can pay him back, which I actually like. But, I get to raid Dose. Sunny's been jumping back in, but even when Sunny plays Battlegrounds, I can raid Sunny. Sometimes we raid Tice. Who else do I raid? I mean, I raid whoever's on my follow list. Mafundi. I've been getting more opportunities to raid Mafundi since he's kind of been putting in a lot of hours. So, and then Mafundi raids Judge, and Judge raids Dreads, and Dreads raids Save, and kind of cyclical in that way. I know you're kind of capping, but still, it's kind of nice. One left.
This party is to die for.
Makes a difference. Mafundi, Ivanovic, yeah, I've got to raid both of those guys a couple times in the last month or so. Orator, I do raid Orator. I try to raid Orator specifically while he's doing Arena. But, we've raided him playing other games too. Orator's a great guy, I like him. hate that.
It's boogie time.
So that's 2, 8. I mean, it probably leaves a 6-2, right? Oh, no, it doesn't do that. Is that where the storm? Maybe. We get thrown around like rag dolls. I'm sorry for that.
Go away.
Kind of funny because I want the 8-8, right? But I mean, I can't not X that, right? There's no way. Makes a difference. Oh yeah, and look, like you know, you talk about Mafundi, Ivanovic, Dose of Coffee, whoever, you know, Dreads, Greg, Save, anybody. There are no channels, especially within the last 5 or 6 years, in 6 years in my time stream, there are no channels that didn't grow from tremendous support from a ton of channels. I mean, how many times has this channel been raided by Dreads and Save and PJ and Judge and Isherwood and Colst and, you know, and if you get to that point, and you don't kind of like actively work to pay that forward, I mean, that's pretty grim, right? That's kind of a shit perspective. Yeah, I guess I play around MCT. A good HNT? HNT? Yeah, good guy. I think he works at a bar now or something, right? Seems like a good dude. I would forget a lot of people. Who else? Blumplunk, remember Blunk and all the Eternal Orbit characters? Who was that lady? That she does a lot of esports stuff now, or at least she was for a while. Driving Light, was that her name? Rude Cloud, remember him? Back in the day. Overall, great attitude. I applaud you for it. Blumpy was back briefly. Yeah, he's come back briefly a few times. I remember when he started streaming, he was he was a married man, and streaming is very I think what's the word? I think streaming can be very straining on a functioning human relationship, and I think he and his lady split. And I can sympathize with the streaming plight. Gotta keep a minion in. Oh, I have this one. Okay. I don't want to leave that up, but here we are. The drink and the 1 would have been nice. It's good to have the razzle dazzle still. But if this is alive, we're gonna win. So we'll get the razzle dazzle eventually. Or we'll kill him. Remember Digats? He disappeared completely. Yeah. No, I remember the name. I do. Oh, was he the French dude? Oh, no, different guy. I do remember him, too. Who was the guy that started playing a ton of Marvel Snap? Dima? Yeah, Dima was a cool dude. Dima came back briefly. Well, this is bad. If I tap, I could get the Razzle Dazzle, but... Man, this sucks. This really fucking sucks. Boozer has a kid and needed a job. Yeah, Boozer. Hex Lethal? Hex Domino. Is that lethal? Alright, I'm gonna trust you guys. Hex Domino. So is it 2, 3, 4? 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that the better one? 2, 3, 4, 5? Right, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, Boozer had a child. What's up, Wicked Kitten? What's up, Wicked Kitten? I can't believe this deck got 5 wins. When are you gonna start on your Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel? Hey, don't make fun. Now, don't make fun. Could be just around the corner. Well, probably not. But I bet there are some huge Raid Shadow Legends YouTube creators. Raid Shadow Legends. I typed that very incorrectly. I guess these days, probably not. Hell Hades? Hell Hades has 220,000 subscribers. He gets 30 to 50,000 views on recent uploads. Oh, these ones get 15,000. Alright, but let's see though. Let's see the most popular. Some of these got a couple 100,000 views. Even a couple years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I'm coining this. Playing this. Are we talking about the non-advertised Raid Shadow Legends CM? We're just talking about, I don't know, we're talking about Boozer mostly. Are we naming arena streamers? We're naming arena streamers of the past. Hell Hades is the biggest? Oh, is he the biggest? How'd the last one go? Last one went 12.
Frequencies equalized.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised, because at some point I start to just expect to go 12, but it did surprise me a little. Between you and me, I was a little bit surprised.
It's completely safe. Just don't spill.
Bring back the grinning goat, I say. They both had kids, and both had jobs before streaming. Now, I went back and looked up their historical numbers. They used to break 1,000, 1,200 viewers pretty consistently. And as an individual stream, you can definitely make a living doing that. But as a duo that's splitting revenue, and I don't remember them doing a lot of sponsored content or unfortunately getting a ton of support from the community, so it probably wasn't financially viable ever really for them, but I mean, that's a pretty big stream, all things considered. Just discovered I have cancer. Don't know if it's dangerous or not. Your stream helps me be positive. Much low? Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm happy to hear the other part. And it probably won't be dangerous. They'll probably remove it. They'll keep it in a jar. And you'll have a newfound appreciation for life, right?
There's simply nothing I can do.
Well, that's gotta be bad for me. It's gotta be all sorts of bad. Okay, do this. Maybe this is better. Why didn't I hit here first? Playing around BGH, I guess. I think getting scammed out of Heart Arena really took the wind out of their sails. I don't know what that means. They got scammed out of Heart Arena? I think they just streamed for a really, really long time and had kids, and a lot of people that don't stream sometimes don't understand just how much time and effort and energy goes into streaming, and if you were working a job and have a family, you can't really invest that time in the same way. If you're doing it as a hobby, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter if people watch or if they don't watch. All the best. I've been having a lot of health issues, so I can somewhat relate. I hope everybody feels better soon, you know? Like Dreads, well, it is more like a hobby for him at this point, right? I started it with some coder, and the coder took the whole thing under them because they didn't have any sort of contract. Is there any, like, public discussion of any of that stuff, I'd be interested to read about that. Not saying it's not true or anything, just I've talked to both of them, you know, briefly, periodically throughout the years. Never heard them really say, like, discuss anything like that. They, I don't know how profitable, things like HS Replay and Firestone are. I've always been under the impression that they are, relatively speaking, not that profitable, but maybe it is. I don't actually know.
This party is to die for.
A long time ago, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they did. I never knew exactly how much they had to do with that. I thought they had their own website, the Lightforge, and I thought that was their own thing. With the traffic they get through an advert, I believe they can make a reasonable sum. I mean, who knows? There's a lot more money in advertising than I would have ever guessed before I started streaming. That guy just played a 7-mana 3/3. There's a lot more money in advertising, you know, playing Royal Match or Raid Shadow Legends or whatever. Kind of boggles my mind sometimes. If you have a big enough audience, a lot of people use HS Replay or some deck tracker, so maybe that's fair. You just get an advertisement for a product you've never heard of, and all of a sudden it's like super lucrative, maybe.
Aren't we having fun?
Anything to declare?
Red said he has respect for Red. It's like a friend of a friend. What does that mean? So guys, giving you advice on Hearth Arena. It used to be Merps and Advocta. But just giving advice on something like that is not that lucrative, or it's not that valuable. Making the infrastructure is something that most people can't do, right? I know Miss Elbow and Boozer used to also, you know, influence the scores and the tiering and stuff. But just like... No. Please. No! Idiot. Drooling. What is going on here? Okay. I understand now that I cannot win. I thought I could. I don't think this numbskull understands anything. Are you talking to me? You talking about me, or are you talking about my opponent? If I read, I love you too. Tap last. Tapping last there, it's actually kind of crazy, is 1000% correct. What the fuck? How? And I don't know, I like picked a... like popped to something on my back, and I don't know, man. Something bad's brewing back there, it hurt. Might be my eventual downfall. Okay, Oberos, wake up now, man. Wake up. Maybe I try to stack it on here. Where's my razzle dazzle? Oh, he is back. Okay. Going through all my old subs now. Patra was another old school streamer. Yeah, Patra was an old school streamer. Patra, she didn't play much Arena or any, I don't recall. We also were very kind to and had the opportunity to raid Patra a fair amount. For some reason, she never came here and said hello, I don't think. Patra? How rude. 0 messages here. 0 follows. 20 raids to that channel. You know, people are busy. Can't always make it back. Rattlegore Lambo.
Forgot to unsub. Unlucky.
Hey, you know, sometimes it's unlucky. Limbo, not Lambo. Look, I don't make the rules. I mean, I kinda do. Alright. Oh, he's got his legendary treasure. You're a bigger man than I am, Red. In many ways, I am a very large man in certain ways and specific parts of my body. In other ways, I am a very small man. All I was hoping was no Coligarn, you know? No Coligarn. I think we could win if there was no Coligarn. Man, that's detrimental. Many would say, could say, it's a crock of shit. Oh man, I mean, what am I doing? I mean, our deck sucks. This guy's got it all. He's got it all, man. Can't let Coligarn live. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. I actually could play Hex and play this. Is that better than Lightning Storm? I guess Lightning Storm doesn't do that much.
Strike a pose.
They added a new main quest as well, Red. I haven't done any of it. I'm surprised. In Zenless? Hate living with other people. People can be jerks. You're 5 wins. You've already won with this deck. I mean, that's a very fair point. Very fair. The fact that, I mean, we're 5-0. We are in Prime Nefertiti? I thought this for sure would be a barcode. Yeah, we're in Prime. Get fucked by Tess, you know, for the next 40 minutes portion of the stream. Killed the golden one. You have to kill the golden one. When in doubt, don't let them flex on you with golden cards. It could, hear me out, could really help me if he just misses a turn. If he just skips his entire turn here. Must be like some sort of bug, so he gets like a 5 times the length, though. It feels like it's been 5 minutes. I kind of hope it hits this one, because I need to play these. No! Oh, wait, that's not that bad. I thought he was shadow stepping it. Alright, so it's Storm? How does this card work? After a minion is summoned for your opponent during your turn. What does the card say? Does that not work? How does that work? It says no! You've even got the effect. Huh? It even registered that they don't get it. And they got it. At least they're silenced. Okay, so this card does... What happened? So it silenced them, but didn't destroy them. 3, 6, 9. Alright, wait, I don't want to Dreads complain. I mean, I already Dreads complaining to win. I'm just trying to understand how cards in this game work. I just won an opponent with Holiday. It feels so good. You did great. Draft a good deck. Face ridiculous barcodes. Horrible scams. Bad luck. Draft a bad deck. Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time. It's just who you face and when you face them is a bigger determining factor for what your experience is going to be than what you draft. And you know, a lot of you're just going to play the same like all the time. Like, you're going to make the same plays. And sometimes your card quality is going to be super high, and your opponent's deck is going to be even higher, or it's going to counteract what you're doing. And sometimes it's going to be lower, and your lower card quality is going to be able to go further. And it's just like when you hit those patches where you hit, you know, 3 Titans in 4 games and you go 1 and 3, you're just like, man, fuck this. And when you hit 3 of them in 11 games and you go 8 and 3, you're like, yeah, okay. And that therein lies part of the problem. Day 817. Well, his will cost more. If he's bumping and hero powering, yeah, maybe it is what it is. Why is Oil Salesman such a ridiculous card? A 2/2 that draws the card. You have to spend 1 to draw the card. It doesn't draw it by itself. But yeah, Salesman's a very, very strong card. A bit unassuming for people at first, I think. The card silencing, but not destroying the minions the previous game. Yeah, Dormant's always been a dodgy mechanic. It's not been implemented well. It's been confusing, and it's not been consistent, I don't think. Balin bodybuilder broken interaction. What's my turn? Redbeard. Speaking truth. Dropping truth bombs. Alright. Problems. Here for me. You know what the struggle is like, we've done well with this deck, and it shouldn't do well. And your reward is just, it's just to get harder and harder games, you know? It's to get harder and harder matches. I'm gonna try. I don't really mind that. All these hits going into like giant taunt or my face is actually good. Here, let's go into that. So at least, like, if he wants to hit there, he loses this guy. Been play Arena for a while. Watching Red made me want to try it out. Not sure what to pick with Rogue, Paladin, Demon Hunter, or Priest. Well, you only get 4. You only get 3 picks. I would take Rogue of those. Oh, sorry. There's a period there. Rogue, then Paladin, Demon Hunter, Priest. I would take Paladin. I don't like Demon Hunter. Priest can be fun, but Paladin is better than Priest. Rogue is cool though. I like Rogue.
I have been chosen by Amatis herself.
Sorry, I didn't understand that. I need Oberos. Well, I don't know if it's even active right now. Sure. I'll take 2 health. I probably should have just played this. Maybe he uses this, maybe it doesn't kill, maybe he has to run his hero power in, like that's okay. Yeah, Paladin I find kind of boring. People like Paladin sometimes. Nice. I find Paladin kind of boring, but if you can get the hand buff cards, it can be good. Musclotron, Painter's Virtue. Alright, get rid of this.
wings and rainbow breath.
Okay, I'm still tapping. I'm picking up party planner, whoever. Nope, not this time.
You're completely safe. Just don't spill it.
I don't know if Fiximol's still here, but he said he was excited for this deck because he got to see a lot of cards for Warlock that you don't see a lot because people don't play a lot of Warlock. And it has been kind of cool, even if, you know, we go 6-3 or maybe we go 12-0, who knows. It's been cool to get to see some other cards. That's why I always like the rotations, to just introduce new stuff. Old new stuff, mix it up.
Do not fear. Corruption contained.
Domino effect is very fun. Do you think it's fun? I think it's, oh, I don't have a minion in my hand, but I can't pass a 12-12, right?
This party is to die.
I mean, he's probably not super motivated to kill it right away. Slash, maybe not able. Domino effect is very fun. Yeah, the card's crazy too. Just like, I don't know if this card even sees playing constructed. That's always the thing, right? But like, this card should cost like 6 or something. 7? 6? At least 6. Okay, I need to... Now I get to at least tap. Try to find a minion. I have a minion. I could trade here first. I guess I have another hex. I should always tap for a hex. I should always trade for a hex. Should always draw a hex. So... what am I gonna do this turn? Actually not sure. Am I going 2-2 Lightning Storm? Lightning Storm's not very good. I guess I play this one. Then hope Oberos dies. And then we can
Aren't we having
at least push 12. Oh wait, I'm out of minions again. Ah, whatever. What's he gonna do? Kill this and kill the Oberos? And he couldn't even kill the Oberos last turn? Dawn effect could go right and do nothing if you target the rightmost card. And always effed it up. Oh. Yeah, no, it just goes whichever direction. That would actually make more sense, actually. That would be a cooler card. Deal 2 damage to the leftmost minion, you know, and then repeat. Or deal 2 damage to the rightmost minion. Or even if it was random, if you didn't get to pick. All of that would make more sense. It would make a more balanced card. It's so crazy how, like, how easy it is to improve upon so many of the designs. And maybe, you know, whatever. You make that and somebody says, Redbeard, you know, you're an idiot, this card sucks. And then they complain about my improvement. But, like, it seems like a lot of these are very straightforward. He has a containment unit in there. We have a, that's a demon? Where's my demon? That's a demon. Trade. Oh wait, that's only 4. Storm? I don't know. I should really pay attention. I think he's only getting a containment pack, right? Oh, I hexed the containment unit.
wow? It looks just like me.
Tank, thank you for the big emote. Appreciate that. Doesn't that cost you 30 bits? Am I crazy, or does it cost you like channel points or something? I have to keep that. The card is like the best card in my deck. I need to find Nature, Fire, Shadow, and then maybe see if we can generate some other shit.
Job's done.
All right, let's give him a greetings.
Pleasure to see you.
What kind of music are you into? I'd say like primarily, you know, alternative rock from around the era I was younger. Radiohead, The Strokes, Silver Sun Pickups, Block Party, Weezer. You know, more mainstreamy kind of stuff, but the good stuff from the mainstream era then. I really like classic rock too. The Zeppelin and the Beatles, I'd probably list as my #1 and #2 favorite bands. But it feels sometimes kind of boring a little bit. Hear me out. Just to like, oh, who's your favorite band? The Beatles, of course. Zeppelin, of course. They're the best, and they have the most songs, and they have the most great albums, and so on and so forth. But Queen, Bowie, Thin Lizzy. I love Thin Lizzy. I listened to OK Computer 200 times over the course of high school. Yeah, I listened to OK Computer fairly recently. Neutral Milk Hotel. My favorite album is In the Aeroplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel. Although I wouldn't put them quite on that list just because they didn't put out that much material. But I think In the Airplane Over the Sea is my favorite individual album. And then if you're saying like, OK Computer, Kid A, The Bends, probably for Radiohead, maybe even In Rainbows. Is This It by The Strokes, but I think Room on Fire is close to flawless as well. I think if you wanted to take the Blue Album by Weezer, I wouldn't judge you for it, but I'm a Pinkerton man myself. On Avery Island wasn't nearly as good. I like On Avery Island, and it's not nearly as good, but I like On Avery Island. Song Against Sex. That song is an absolute banger. It actually sounds like Pinkerton-y to me. Elliott Smith. I like Elliott Smith. What was it? X's and O's. I probably haven't heard X's and O's for 10 or 15 years. I might like it more now. I might like it less. I'm not sure. I gave Amnesiac a spin and it's still so good. I probably would appreciate Amnesiac more now than I did when I was younger. My brother loved Amnesiac. I mean, he's still alive. Thank goodness, but my brother was big on Amnesiac. He liked Spinning Plates. Was that a song? Life in a Glass House. There was something like that. I remember Packed Like Sardines in a Can. Was that a song? Was Knives Out on Amnesiac? Oof. You were gonna put the top down and go for a nice drive around LA. What you putting on? To drive around LA with the top down? I mean, I'll probably throw Best of Retro Electro on and put on some Maximum Love, some Kavinsky, and some... I'm probably putting that specific playlist on. Alright, you want it? I don't know. Thin Lizzy, maybe, if I'm like, maybe I'm driving a Jeep. But if you're driving at night, you need some synthwave tunes. Wait, it's not supposed to start there. Post the link for the synthwave list? Okay, hold on. We haven't heard this in a while. Man, I love this specific mix. This little thing, what do you call it? Songs? Computer? Oh, can I just go back and have that in my opening hand instead of this? Pablo Honey was definitely a stepping stone before they flexed. Pablo Honey was different. I think they were trying to blend in. Yeah, it feels more of the era. Kind of grungy, kind of Nirvana ripoff, but not good. Not as good. There's a song on Pablo Honey I kind of remember liking, like, I want to learn how to play guitar or something like that. I forget what it's called. I can't stand Washington. My goal is to be back in SoCal to attend the 2028 Olympics as a visitor or as a resident. It's funny because I always think about you when I think about like PNW, LA transplants like myself. And I really don't want to go back to LA. I would like to visit more often than I do, but I really don't want to live in it, dude. Do I just win if he doesn't hit that? Definitely as a resident. Oh, okay. Creep. Yeah, I know Creep's on Pablo Honey. I don't love Creep. Dude, I feel like we could have just won if he lost that 50-50. Maybe not. Did he have another? Oh, he had a whole nother trigger. That does nothing. Fire, shadow. Dude, I'm fucked here. That's my turn? Can't possibly be the case. Wanna go back to the OC and live in the OC? Why don't you just watch the show OC? A PNW Transnet from LA. Also, never looking back. Where in LA you from, Loki? I forget. Did we ever talk about that?
Set sail for sails.
Creep's not a bad song, but it's far from the best. West Hollywood? Ah, okay. Dreads is from West Hollywood. I don't know the area actually all that well, but he was from a very affluent area. I don't know. Is that where, like, Westwood and stuff, maybe? Somewhere around there? I worked at Cedar Sinai. My brother went to Cedar Sinai when he, I think, when he flipped his car and his hand got peeled backwards. Dreads is from the Balloon Champion area. Does everything live in a 4 square foot of Orange County? Doesn't everything live in the square foot of Orange County? What does that mean? Alright, 5 damage? How do I gain more than 5? This is my turn. This is how I expected this deck to go. I think I'm gonna yak, dude. I think I'm gonna yak live on stream. These things are just killing me.
Now this is treasure.
I mean, you gotta whack the 1/1. You don't have a choice. Fire, Shadow. Can go Nature. Okay. Whack this. No! OC is huge. People don't comprehend how giant the state of California itself is. No. I lived in California for 30 plus years. And until I drove through California, I didn't understand. I drove like 13 hours north from Los Angeles, which isn't the southernmost point of California. I'm pretty sure I was still, maybe it wasn't 13. It's like 11 or 12 hours and I was still in California. You know, I only missed one stream. I streamed whatever, like tonight. And then I drove from like 2 hours from now to Oregon. And then drove my buddy back to the airport because he flew back, slept a little bit, got up, got the internet connected, took that night off, and then streamed the following night. That's stupid, man. That's dumb. Haunts galore, please. Okay, fair enough. I drove up Reading a few times. It's a different world. Cows, farmers. Wasn't this deck you were going to retire? I mean, I wasn't going to retire it. This is the deck that chat wanted to retire. I said why. In the hands of a great player, it may be able to do great things. You may remember that. Why is he considered a small streamer, though? Who are we talking about? Did I miss that? Is Lana typing in the wrong chat? Wonder if that was monthly? Oh, the fake. That's not real. There's no way that 20k guy thing was real. I believe that. I know people were talking about that. Live stream fails. Is this the clip of the guy? Yeah, there's no way that's real. No. 600 subs was almost $3,000. Well, I mean, you get half of that, right? Most people get 50% split. So 600 subs, $3,000. You get 1,500, and then you're taxed on that, right? So you probably take home like $1,000 from 600 subs. And most streams don't have 600 subs. It's real. Someone said he paid 25% stream time was ads, but it doesn't let you do that. And even then, that wouldn't even be close. Like, it doesn't let you do that, and that wouldn't still be close.
Hello.
Not all subs are the same. True. Some subs are only $1 or $2. It's a math. I might switch careers. I would strongly advise against starting streaming as a way to make money. Unless, now hear me out, and I actually would strongly suggest doing it if you want to do it, unless you're prepared to make no money for at least 2 years. Like to stream 200 to probably 240 hours a week, every week, for at least 2 years. And I would expect to lose money in that time, pretty much like unequivocally. These days, I would probably expect to make no money for over 2 years, probably closer to 3 at least. But I don't think you know people shouldn't do it. Yeah, it's just I think you have to be realistic about it, or you should try, Timmy. I have boobs, Red. Get with the program. Unfortunately, there's this misconception, and I know you're kind of joking a little. There's this misconception that you can just be a woman and have a ton of success on a platform like this, and it'd be awesome if you could. I mean, I'm not hating it. I love boobs, trust me. I mean, Lana, you know better than most how much I like boobs. But there's a lot of women and a lot of men, most people regardless, just don't have success. Go through the just chatting section and scroll down like one level. It's a bunch of half-naked ladies that have like 6 viewers and no subs. And yeah, it's tough. It's just tough out there. But everybody has a lot of great suggestions and things that sound like great ideas. Oh, just stream every day at the same time. Just stream a bunch. Just stream like a new game. Just have boobs. Just do this. It's like, well, yeah, everybody's doing that. Okay, you need to do all that just to start. Okay, now what do you do beyond that? Are there? I always thought that simps would have multiple streams open at once. I mean, they probably do. There's just a lot of boobs on the internet, you know? Stream a game you enjoy for fun would be my recommendation. And then evaluate from there. Yeah, again, if your goal is to have fun, then definitely do that. If your goal is to grow your stream, I think you actually do need to be a little more strategic than that. You need to stream a game that has an established audience. I mean, like if you're trying to like min-max success, you kind of can't play Barbie Dreamhouse 64 and expect people to find you, because nobody's looking for that game in the first place. I wasn't serious. No, I know you weren't. I mean, I get it. I get jokes, you know. But there is a percentage of the community that thinks like, oh, this lady has success because she's got her boobs out, and if I had boobs, I'd have success too. I'm not having success because I don't have boobs. But that's not, in my opinion, the thing that's preventing people from having success. It's just that it's a very competitive market. You gotta have something special to offer. Wit, charm, humor, intelligence, skills, something. I'm sure we've all seen streamers that never catch on because of how boring and ordinary or off-putting they may be. I would agree with that, but I'd go even another step further and say that there's tons of streamers that have wit, charm, humor, attractive, intelligence, skill. They just also don't get a footing because there's a ton of luck that goes into it. People don't want to accept that because people like to feel more in control, but sometimes it is just luck. I got auto-modded. You've been misbehaving. You also have boobs. I do have boobs. I have less desirable boobs. Smaller. Smellier. Hairier. My boobs aren't what the greater community at large really prefers. The automod say can't type the T word. The president. We might have banned Biden and Trump at one point throughout the years when chat was getting into some arguments. I could see that having been a thing. Former president. Current felon. Maybe future president. This world needs more felons. This world needs more felons in it. That's what I say. Okay, maybe not, actually. It'd probably be for the best if we didn't have those. It's gonna be on time, but now because of shithead brother, I will be late. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, I don't know if people want to hear me. God damn it. Dude, I went back. Can I go back and be the one that traded? These are good, though, for our razzle-dazzle. We don't have Frost and we don't have Holy. Asian streamer who has the same name as the present felon always put me to sleep. For example, yet he's one of the most successful in Hearthstone. Yeah, so again, like, there's a lot of things that factor there with Trump, right? He wasn't the most, like, interactive or engaging personality, but he played the game when it was at its most popular, when he was very skilled at the game. So Loki mentioned skill. So he was a high-level player of a game that had a high number of viewers, just people looking to get better at the game, looking to consume content, and at a time when there was fewer content creators. That's very different than the landscape these days. You know, be a lot harder for someone like Trump to have success
Take
now.
prime su più, prime Redbeard ed prime ape looking alpha male.
Etty, thank you for the 2 months. Ape looking alpha male, what the hell? It's a strange thing to say. I wish I had a banana to eat right now. Thank you for the 2 months. Like, Trump, and I talked to Trump, and Trump is a very insightful and introspective young man. Well, I guess he's not that young. I think he's around my age. Old flirt. When it comes to this stuff, he's, you know, I said, like, hey, you know, what do we do? You know, if we, you know, don't play Hearthstone. He's made millions. He's fine. You know, I was like, what do I do? He's like, you know, and he's like, I don't know. If you find something else to do, let me know. Because he's like, I've been looking for 5 years. This is one of the most successful people on the platform of all time. He can't stream whatever he wants and have success. It just doesn't work that way. He's like, if you find a game that can, you know, stay in your livelihood, that's not Hearthstone. He's like, you let me know. Like, shit. Guy's 10,000 times more successful than I'll ever be, and he can't do whatever he wants, though. I'll just put it on here. I could pick up specifically tabletop role player and trade up, but let's talk about politics. No, Trump SC, the Hearthstone streamer. Some very large streamers actually have terrible personalities. Oh yeah, I think that actually has less to do with it than the game you play and the time you play it, like in its life cycle, in Twitch's life cycle. I think that stuff has more to do with people's success than you being, you know, really good at the game or really being personable or whatever. And, you know, as much as I love a lot of the Hearthstone Battlegrounds crew, like, a lot of those guys are just really, really skilled at a game that came out and was really, really popular, a subset of a game that was already really, really popular. They're not really, really successful because they're super engaging personalities necessarily. They're really successful because they were the best at a game that was very popular, which is, again, not a knock on that. That takes a lot of skill and takes a lot of dedication, and it takes a lot of patience, because a lot of those guys didn't find immediate success either. They did it because they liked it, and they got successful because they were good at it. And I'm not saying they're bad, like they're bad people, but they're not the most engaging personalities. Three puts it at what? Nature, Frost, Shadow. Alright, if he kills this, we razzle, we dazzle. People who hate watch, true, true. There are people who watch streamers because they have kind of sour personalities. You cultivate an audience around that. Nice. I mean, that's horrible. I'd rather hit him for 10 or whatever, but now I can play this and not feel bad. That's good. What if I get Oberos this turn? Whoa! I guess a 50-50? No, I guess it was a 1 in 3. I only have 2 minions on my side it could have killed. I could imagine hate watching, it's so weird. I get it. Sometimes I watch Dreads, and while he's my friend, and I'm kind of like his boss slash business partner, it's more entertaining to watch him get mad at Hearthstone than win. It's more entertaining to watch him get angry, you know? because of the bouncing and the rapping and the talking about drinking poo smoothies and stuff like that. He's just always, complaining. So it's like it ramps up, it gets more entertaining. It's like rooting against, the Patriots or the Yankees or the Los Angeles Lakers. I enjoy thinking of the Balloon Champ as a villain. Yeah. Not like real hate, but you're kind of rooting for things. Let's go here. Go here, little drinky. Little drinky. Should I tap here or should I just play this? I don't know. I could tap. What did that do? It kept my 2/2 alive. Could I have killed him if I had just used the 2-drop first? Maybe. Super JJ? Yeah, and look, and I don't watch a lot of JJ, so I don't have the firmest opinions on him. But yeah, he gets very mad, and that's part of the appeal of watching him. To watch him rage, slam his desk, and whatnot. I think that it's not really like hate watching, but I think like that's what you mean, right? At least that's when I hear that phrase, that's what I think of. There's somebody you watch to root against because, they're too cocky or they're funny when they lose or when they get angry. But you don't like hate these people. You don't know them. Hopefully you don't hate them. Every Hearthstone streamer complains a lot, and that's status quo, and it's impossible to escape it. Yeah, I think that's true. I think at the end of the day, you watch a lot of players who complains himself a fair amount. It's kind of unavoidable, but it would be wise, I think. I think it'd be smarter to try to reel that in as much as you can, which honestly, sometimes I try to do. I think I could complain more. You may watch Redbeard and think, man, he complains too much or just as much as everyone, or you may think he complains more than everyone. But I oftentimes think, like, you know what? Just not going to complain about whatever, some specific instance. The next one, sure. So positive. Him and Tice are tough nuts. I agree. I think Tice is a different sort of cat in terms of that. Dose was very, very affected by this meta. I think he is very, very affected by this meta. And, understandably so. You win, you lose. You like it, you don't like it. I'm not judging. Jesus Christ. A bunch of stuff just fell on my desk and I'm not touching my desk. What the hell? This is the Disney version of Hearthstone streaming. A Reborn. Kind of annoying. I guess I Hellfire here. It's kind of hoping to get taunt or something. Spider? I don't know what that was. Well, by some things fell. I did that. I'm not touching my desk. Those obviously fell, which knocked this over. Why did this fall? Probably because it's too big of a stack of magic cards that need to be sorted. Maybe that's a sign. 3, 4. Sure. I'll just put them back in the exact same spot they were. Surely they won't fall over again, right? Just like watching Dice, but that KickW soundboard goes off too often for me to enjoy it. I don't know about his soundboard. I know that I started to get annoyed when we had sounds for a little while. And people sometimes say, like, hey, when will you bring sounds back? And I'm like, hopefully never sometimes. They sounded kind of annoying by default. And, I would like to implement more channel request things and stuff. But it's like, if all the rewards are like, hey, here, annoy the streamer. For somebody that streams every day, pretty much, like, I like the stream to be relaxing and enjoyable. I refund anybody who redeems that. Okay, I have 1 sludge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a full clear. What else am I doing with my turn? Nothing? Can't hex. Man, this is actually kind of awkward because I have a bunch of good plays, but none of them are really good enough. Judge's sound redeems are unmatched. You know, so Judge is kind of taking a step back from streaming. I'm just gonna tap. Now my decision's been made for me. Now, if I could have played that and that, or this or that, I would have been very happy. I could tell the sound redeems were really driving him nuts. The dose ones, you know? And sometimes you like put up with it and suffer a little because you feel obligated or because whatever, I don't know. You know, my own experience, sometimes you just feel like, oh, I gotta have sound redeems or whatever. I gotta have something for people to spend the channel points on, otherwise they have nothing. But when Dose was rating him, I could see the life evaporating from him. Maybe I should have done that one first. Need a toggle to instantly mute. Yeah, and to who was it? Warlin said, you know, the sounds on Tice's stream kind of put him off. I think the people that are put off, it's probably a higher percentage of people that are completely put off to a percentage of people that are so, you know, into it, but they won't watch you otherwise. It's like, well, the people that are that into it probably like are already watching your stream. They probably already are engaging with you as a person or the game mode you play. They probably don't need to hear, you know, these horrible sounds 800 times per stream. But, you know, I'm not saying anybody shouldn't do it. People should do whatever they want. I can see how it's got diminishing returns. That's why I kind of didn't work super hard to bring them back after I had to reformat things. It should make the sound only appear on Twitch and not for the streamer. Sure, but who cares about the streamer? I mean, streamer, in most people's cases, cares about the community. And if they think that people love it, then they're going to put it in. And if they think people might be annoyed by it, they might remove it. I mean, the taps are kind of annoying, as, you know, so on and so forth. The reality is, at some point, I'm going to need to hit a party planner Vona in a lot of these games. And we have, right? In the first 10 games, we have hit them. Way to play sound redeems that only play for Appa. Please don't make me listen to sounds. It'll be like that scene in Clockwork Orange. And that would be some nice tech there.
Don't you know who I am?
Gotta appease the preteen market somehow. It's interesting that you say that, because in general, I don't think you need to do that in the Hearthstone, you know, sphere of content, because there are no people, there are no young people watching Hearthstone. Which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. You don't have to appease any youngsters. But there's also only old farts. Oh, that's the first Grawl the Shark I think I've ever seen spawn out of this thing. Great for us. Eat a minion in your deck and gain its stats. Death Rattle to add it to your hand. Grawl was such a cool card back in the day. 5 mana, like 7/7, 8/8, 6/6. Death Rattle, draw a card. It was just like such a memorable card, and now it's like you have a different caliber of card, I guess. Wait, he didn't get another thing? Fire, Nature, Shadow. I don't have another one. Fire, Nature, Shadow. Hmm. Is there a way to play? I already read that. What the hell? Oh god. Somebody's got to write something. Thank you, Perk. Okay, that's good. We got through like the last, what, hour and a half? Need more energy? Wait, we were listening to the Cruising Around LA playlist. Please, not Soul Caller, Soul Shitter.
I can't dance any faster.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, how is this deck at 10 and 1? Got 5,000 achievement points. I'm excited to spend them in Hearthstone. Can you spend them? Has Party Planner worked once? Oh yeah. 3 times? 2, 3, 4 times? I don't know if it's been great in any of those, but it's been fine every time it's been played. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1.
Enthralling.
Feel the beat.
I haven't counted. I'm assuming he's dead. I kind of thought I was a bit further over lethal there. We were only 2 over. Sorry, I spaced out. Did you say kick? You can delete the game log data that your Hearthstone deck tracker has stored. You have to go into like somewhere in the options, in like the advanced options. You can search it on Google. I forget exactly how to get there, but I deleted all the saved game data. I think that's one of the huge contributing factors to why it's so buggy and bogged down so much, because it stores like 5 years worth of games, you know, or more. I deleted all mine, and I set it so that it won't save more games. But sometimes it does, I'm not sure. And then I go back in and like a couple times a year, I'll just delete everything it has saved, and then it doesn't seem to crash, and it seems to run a lot smoother. I think it's like always compiling all this horrific data. Maybe he's daggering this on 3, I'm not all that concerned. Snowless. Thank you, Snowless, for the follow. Not as many followers today. I don't expect as many followers. We've gotten, oh my god, 4? Okay, we gotta get more than 4. I'll try that, yeah. I don't know what's happening now. Hearthstone's just taking a big dumperoo here on me. I don't know why that's happening. As soon as I talked about things running smoother. Let me see, is something bogging my computer down? Hearthstone deck tracker. Google Chrome is just like blowing up my computer right now. Close this. Just not having a detrimental impact on the computer. Chrome's just doing naughty things for a moment there. Everybody unfollow and follow again. No, don't do that. You don't want to do that now, silly. I have so much AoE. I'm just gonna push the damage. I've got Domino, I've got this thing. Honestly, this is kind of single target removal. We're dealing with a 12-win deck. I mean, we're dealing with a 10-win deck. It very much surprised me. To be honest with you, I haven't paid a lot of attention. Just been sipping my whiskey and my cola. Molten Rune, great. Great. Didn't want to give this goober a geyser. Interesting. Well, it behooves me to do this. Can tap and Domino. Keep these into that. Can trade 1, play this. Hold the Domino.
Such choices.
Where's my 2? Oh, there it is. It's still in my deck. Oh. It's better than using Domino. Goes down to Domino there. He just has spell, 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 spell. Probably going to be hard for him to make a wide board for a little while, unless one of his spells is like 7 mana, make 3, 4, 4 5s or something. Da 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 da. Have you playing Razzle on 6? No. We only have a relatively small amount of spell types. We have a couple natures, we have a couple shadows, and we have 1 hex. Sorry, we have 1 hellfire. We haven't cast hellfire much. So Razzle Dazzle's mostly been giving us anywhere between 0 and 2 spell schools. It's only the games where we get the drink servers down. And then Razzle Dazzle's been more like a turn 15 play for us, so we can get 3 or 4 things. I've been very, very opposed to tempoing out the Thorn Gear Drake against mages to just reverberate our guy. Might just tap here. Yeah, I'm gonna tap. What is going on with Hearth? I mean, there were server issues earlier. They booted us off through no fault of our own. Is it me? Maybe it is. What is going on here? I think it's Chrome. What did he burn?
We will scour the strata.
My computer is just not cooperating. I think it's Chrome. Okay, I don't know how laggy it is for you guys. What's going on? Maybe that's done. 2, 3, 4. Okay, the 7. Tap Oberos. 5, 1.
Such choices.
2, 3, 4. Oh god. Camp quality's fine? Yeah, I don't know. Stone is bugging. Chrome is bugging. I think it must be my computer then.
It's completely safe. Just don't spill it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to... No, I can't. I'm gonna close that. Close that. Game is laggy and not you. Oh no, I need those. Okay. Game is fine, doesn't seem like you're dropping frames. Yeah, that's good. That's good news.
And now the premiere.
This party is
What it is.
And the end.
Yeah, we haven't dropped any frames. We haven't disconnected. Game is lagging. I'll keep an eye on it. Bum, 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 bum. It's okay now though? Yeah, let's hope that that just was some sort of Hearthstone spike, but it was, I think it was my computer. Don't know why that happened. I think it might have been Chrome related. I'm gonna go with that. Chrome was spiking CPU usage, memory usage for a little while. More than normal. Oberoso is pretty nuts card, you think so? I don't think it's very good. You have to work pretty hard to get a card that's relatively easy to deal with. He used a Reverberate already, so maybe he just doesn't have another tool like that. But if he had just Reverberated Oberos, it's like I'm spending 6 mana to lose the game sometimes. I spent 6 mana to lose the game, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad hex. Get this one down though, huh?
Your world will fall to waste.
Did I kill it now? Must have been the lag.
Aren't we?
I'll just hex the thing that has the Oberos in it. It's good to save your hex. Can be. Hmm. I don't know why people, this is like the second or third time people have been very insistent on resummoning the Oberos for us. I think you should try to ignore it, probably. Then again, I just dehydrated an Oberos with a hex in my hand, so perhaps their computer bugged out too.
Next time will be different.
Why would they summon more stats for you? I don't know. I simply don't know.
Diado.
This is an auto keep if I had the 2, but I don't. Translate to English. I'm not gonna read this. I am gonna thumbs it up. I'm gonna post the comment in chat. I know it's a little different than what we normally do, but here, check this out. This is what I just thumbs up.
You don't pick the ones.
I gotta give him credit where credit is due. Go to Spotify and look for Stranger Things theme. Did he do a remix of the Stranger Things theme? Because the band Survive? I thought those were the guys that did it. Michael Stein, Kyle Dixon. Kyle Dixon, you know, did Stranger Things theme. I don't know that. I believe that. Yeah. I think Survive did the music for that. Look it up, Red. It seems to be the one and only. I'm not sure what you're telling me to look up, but I looked up something else that you might want to see. I don't think Luke Million did it. I think Kyle Dixon and like his brother, or maybe it's his bandmate. I believe these guys. Dixon and Stein. 2 of them composed the score for Stranger Things. Now, that may be wrong. Sometimes the internet's just talking shit. You know that. I know that. I was always under the impression that it was Survive that did it. Stranger Things theme on Spotify. Yeah, link it for me. Let me see what you got brewing over there. I don't want to tap. Let me click this. I don't want to hear myself think. What are the opponent played on 5? 5? Can't hear it without having Spotify on my... Okay, hold on. I don't have Spotify on my computer. Oh, this is just a remix of it. Yeah, this is just a remix of the theme. Still cool, but not as cool. How'd you get 11 wins with a shitty legendary? Doing it Redbeard style. Tank, good to see ya. You probably should write that it's a remix. But I think people who watch the show probably would
Time is short.
probably pick that up. I don't want to overload. I mean, that one's just gonna get smaller and smaller on its own. Who made the original? Survive. Kyle Dixon and whoever else, the other two of the three members. I linked that for you there. This is just the remix. A remix.
Engaging TC-130 until dislocated.
And then this is the original. It's very different, right? Oh, that's another remix. It's very different though. Pete, thank you for the 35 months. Also, sorry I missed that. I was looking some of that up. This is the actual theme. Not so Luke Million dancey kind of synthwave stuff. Now, here's a better remix of the Stranger Things theme song, which will start any moment. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. I think I'd still rather do this. I thought Luke Million made it. I'm sorry to dash your hopes and dreams, your beliefs and all. What's the song called? Stranger Things theme song, probably something like that. Please define Redbeard style. Upside down with your pants around your ankles, spinning in a 360-degree manner. Doing it Redbeard style. Draft it again? I don't know. Slower kind of night. The runs before this were kind of grody. I want to see Dreads' playlist. Just search Nickelback playlist on just search Nickelback playlist on YouTube and you'll get probably his. 3, 4, 5, 10, 4, 1. Search Nickelback playlist on E-Bombs World. Yeah, forget YouTube. Gonna ask for my burger Redbeard style next time. Pantsless, spinning ever faster. You have any trouble with opponents copying your legendary or hexing it? Oh yeah, we've had a lot of trouble with that. We've had a lot of trouble with that, my friend. 7. In fact, I've got a sneaking suspicion we're about to see some more trouble with that here. You know what? Let's just pause it. Let's just quit it because we've listened to 3 different remixes of it. The original, a remix, and another remix.
Gotta keep them tuned.
I can Lightning Storm. I really need to Mortal. Fuck me, dude. I really need to Mortal Eradication. I guess I have to do both. I can't even kill Oberos. Yeah, whoops. Whoops. Play some Nickelback. I really hate Nickelback. I think they kind of suck. I would do a Nickelback impression, but I don't actually know any other songs. Maybe I don't hate Nickelback. Maybe I actually like Nickelback. Sorry. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Is that them? I actually don't know. Ah, oh, max value out of this run. I'm gonna get to play 11, 12. I'm gonna get to play 14 games. Rolling them stinking 0-7s. That's their song. Did a pretty good job then. Dude, don't end before you check for rush or something. Are you crazy? I got a little insight for you, Zuris. 1, shut up. 2, I've been doing this for 6.5 years every day on stream, okay? 3, you know whether or not you got a rush based off of the color of the enemy turn button, which will be the end turn button on your turn. If it's yellow, you got a rush, and I won't hit it if it's yellow. If it's green, you didn't get a rush, and you can end your turn. So I may be crazy, but I know some crap about colors or something. Okay? You just go through my ass! I do have beautiful blue eyes, just like Gojo. Wait, Gojo? Gosu? Yeah, I got you. I bet you can't even ollie. I can ollie. In fact, I can ollie oxen free. Okay? Capiche? He has no minions in his hand. Okay, he probably has a minion in his hand. Gosu is an old school Korean term for somebody who's insanely pro, I know. They used to call me Gosu when I played Dota and Warcraft 3 back in the day. That's the truth. It was my friend, Adam Sachs. He was a bit of an idiot. But he did do that.
Eternity awaits.
Wasn't that an SC2 clan or something? Yeah, they were copying my my style. I need to deal 1 stinking damage to this. Do I Storm and Hellfire? No, I don't want a Hellfire, then I lose my 5-2. I don't want to do that. It's gotta be good, right? He's no Adam Bengiat. What the sh? Alright, I forgot about that. What did I play? Well, I mean, I cleared his board and I pushed 8. You lose it? Yeah, it's fine. He was kind of pissing me off anyway. He's no Adam Bengiat. they were best friends, the two of them. They lived like 2 houses away from each other. Fuck off, dude. Stop copying me. Stop copying me. Idiot, drooling noob, Oberos. Jimmy comes in here and it gets hexed 4 times and copied 17 times. Ah, the numbers don't add up. How is this not a demon? Alright, hex me, please. Oh my god. I'm gonna sit here. First I sit and then he shits. Do you have Domino to kill 2 shitters and then give him 2 more Oberoses? I'll just wait a turn and hope he doesn't blow up my entire board. Make your oboe a frog and concede. I could get oboe on the frog and get 2. We've been close to doing. We actually did that once or twice earlier, but somebody stole my frog. They Coligarned my frog. Oh, God. Alright. You look cute today. Thank you so much. It's about time. Somebody said it. I know we've all been thinking it. Epic. Epic. Disposable shitter. I got garbage. Got a hex. I'm kind of looking for that hex. Ooh, 5 mana. Wait, the other thing he'll not be able to cast, right? I think he fucked up there. This card's been just hecking people. 2, 3, 2. I want to tap here. Kind of do. Top. I mean, I've drawn almost the entirety of my deck. It's actually unlucky that it took us this long to get a hex. This is it. This is our swing turn. Think pooer. I'm sorry, drink brewer.
Island policy.
If the death rattle goes to the frog and you transform your miniature frog, they both have the death rattle? Yes. You'll get 2 Oberoses.
Engaging TC-130 into this location.
Have I missed something? Has this guy stolen it 6 times from me? Or what am I missing here? Oh my god, where's my Ober? I don't even have it anymore. I need it. We should evolve that thing, right?
Get down and get funky!
Oh god, I hate this game. No, I have to deal with Oberos? I need Dehydrate. I can choose? Yeah, it's a choose. I'm fucked now though. That's really cool, it's awesome. No. Maybe.
The overture is upon us.
You know what? I need to do it like this. Guy does have any cards of his own, or is he just copying all of yours? Copying all of mine for a quarter of what I spent on them. Okay, 4. MCT was bad enough being random. The new one is rage-inducing. It's on the short list of my least favorite cards in the meta, for sure. Has the MCT you 3 times, or was that the last guy? That's a damn good question. I have no idea. I've been MCT 3 times in the last 15 minutes, so I know that. I don't know if it was 2 in the last game and 1 in this one. Looks like he's played. I think he's MCT'd me 3 times. Huh? Whoa. I kind of poop for him. Oh my god, he's dead. No. You gave me caca. Oh my god, just give me like a 4/4 here. Sora Dormy? Are you fucking kidding me? Idiot drooling noob Sora Dormy? Oh man. That's pure shit. Can I ever kill him? Tap assistant? Man, assistant might be lethal. No. I can't kill all that stuff. Hit. I can push 8. 2, 3. I can't kill those. Oh my god. I can kill one of them. What does he have? A thing and another thing? 4/4/4. I go 4/4/4 here, right? 4/4/2, sorry. But who am I eating? This thing? Go off lethal, domino rolls over? It doesn't roll over. I eat this one and I don't get the drink, maybe? It doesn't, unfortunately. Future Side was 100 cards. It's the first time a character swapped classes. I thought he was only a rogue minion. Malagos was a neutral, and then a mage card. Ysera was a neutral, and then a druid card. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the first Future Side. 4 mana, 5/4. After you play a secret, put a random hunter secret into the battlefield. Oberos. I was gonna give him a well played. My god, that deck went 12? And we're on level 69? Deathwing? Yeah, Deathwing is a warrior card, right, at one point? Fun run. I can't believe we made it. All on the back of Party Planner, to a lesser extent Razzle. No, I mean, both of them were good.